We've reached our fucking greatest enemy.
I'm gonna miss you guys. Wow, that was embarrassing.
Oh, that was the extra shit run. That's how...
Well, that was...
That's how fucking evil Cole's run ended.
Whoa, where did he come from?
He used chaos control.
I was so worried that you weren't gonna live.
He's a space-time conduit.
But you were fine.
Oh, you're more right than you think. We've been holding off on that, though.
Looking good, Cole.
I've also seen you, face to face.
After all the times he's hurt him, it takes until now to remember that.
You know, another thing is, it's taken him so long to realise, because it's been months, this boss fight is nothing. It is actually nothing.
I remember it being annoying. Like, I remember when I first fought him, I just found him, like, I didn't enjoy this boss fight at all.
Yeah, I did not enjoy this either. Like, I love this game, but this boss fight I did not enjoy.
His final boss music's okay, though, but he is such an easy fight.
Whoa, we're not all pro gamers like you, Snake.
Well, it wasn't an issue of difficulty, it was an issue of, like, his health bar was a billion miles. Like, it took forever to finish off this guy. It just took ages, for my playthrough at least.
It's the thing, as well, he's only got, like, 4 attacks.
Well, I mean, how many do you have? Like, I mean, more than 4. Whoa! Can you
That's
do
my
that?
favorite attack of his.
Didn't actually, you know, do it to get it close to you, but it looked
He
cool.
just wanted to say, hey, look at my fucking fist.
He's teleporting.
Hey, look at me, I'm a gamer.
Hold on a second.
Just
There.
go
Whoa,
do some shopping,
hold
okay?
up, Kessler, hold up, Kessler. Hold up.
Just gotta get slightly better.
Hold up, hold
No,
up.
can't afford it.
Okay,
Okay,
go,
I'm
go.
ready. You alright there? Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Whoa.
This time, Kessler.
Tap quickly.
And then they kiss.
Apparently not tapping very quickly. Oh, heavy rain did not prepare me for that.
What the D?
Is it?
Oh! Time to save the day. I've discovered I don't need a superpower, I just need a gun!
That was so comical. Oh god, it needs like a twinkle as he sails away. Looks like Zeke's blasting off again. Well, that was intimidating.
Yeah, I'm really on edge.
Why does he get yellow lightning?
It's white
Yeah,
lightning.
see?
Yeah, well, white is just yellow except really, really bright.
Yeah.
If you think about it, blue is just white, just really, really blue.
Yeah. See, now you're learning.
Not really.
How's the extra
Well-
shit run going? If you actually get hit by this attack...
What?
Okay. Had to show that one off, that's the only... There we go.
That was fucking great.
Yep.
Like, that's what damages you. He just gets real up close and invades Cole's personal space. Like, he breathes on him and he doesn't have very nice breath. He doesn't really brush his teeth as much as he should.
He just kind of, like, leans really close into Cole's face and goes,
Do you think Cole has problems brushing his teeth because of the water?
I think the electricity somehow takes care of it.
He
Don't
can't use
question
an
that.
electric toothbrush.
Trish's wallet, telling people she was the daughter he never had. Did you know that? He couldn't wait for you to marry her.
Oh, okay, why should I care?
I didn't realize that father issues were a part of Cole's character.
When were Cole's parents, like, I was actually thinking about that between recording sessions. I was gonna ask that. What's the deal with his parents? Like, is he an orphan? Like, did they die in the blast? What's the situation there?
I think he just doesn't give a shit.
Well, no, because he just referred to his old man in the past tense.
Kessler gives a shit. Kessler somehow gives a shit about Cole's dad.
Kessler is Cole's father. It all makes sense. the plot twist of a century.
We defeat Kessler, the photo falls out of his pocket. I did all of this for you, son.
I did it for you.
These lightning powers are actually genetic.
Jeez, what kind of conduit mixing went on for Second Son then?
Oh, a lot. Just a lot.
You see, in Second Son, Reggie is actually Dilson, or whatever his name is, from the future, and also his father.
Can we run away from this fight, or are there barriers conveniently all around the stage?
I'm gonna believe there are barriers.
Damn.
I think there are, yeah.
Going back to part 1 again, the first thing I do in this game is test the boundaries of the path, and we end by not even not even registering the boundaries of the fight.
Wouldn't that be such a shame, though, if it turns out you could, like, this fight, you were supposed to leave the arena and run around and, like, fight him throughout the whole map, but players, like, just don't.
That would have been cool.
Oh my god, yes!
Lightning uppercut. That's actually a pretty cool finisher.
How come we couldn't use that in the regular game?
Oh, the melee in this game was not exactly great.
I looked down at
Are you guys ready?
Reveling in my victory.
And I heard him whisper.
Now Kessler was a crumpled body.
It's on me, fingers digging into my face. As Kessler's secrets played out in my head, I finally began to understand. I saw his nemesis, a beast intent on extinguishing all life.
Man, that seems hardcore and fun to fight. It's a shame we couldn't have fought him for the final boss.
Fled with his family.
Maybe next time.
For themselves, hunted for years, Kessler and his family watched as the rest of the world went to hell. And then it was too late.
Too late to
fight.
apologize.
Save anyone. In that moment of failure and grief, he used his newest and most dangerous power.
And the most Mary Sue and
Oh
bullshit.
my god!
What a twist!
Rewrite history.
So Kessler is at least over 100 years old.
Sons and accelerated the race sphere's development.
Fucking Cole's natural lifespan's pretty good.
Well, the lightning keeps him up. Like, if he dies, he automatically, like, you know, shocks himself and brings himself back. He can do
Oh
that
my
lightning
God.
heal thing on himself, don't you?
But he was at least in his 50s when he went back, I'm guessing, and he went back when the fucking leader of the fucking trash baggers, the garbage men, I can't remember their names anymore, when he was a fucking baby and kicked him out of the First Sons. So this plan is really long game.
Tied down by emotions. No. Kessler wanted me strong, ruthless.
So, like, even though it was just explained to us, what exactly was Kessler's plan here? Like, why did he need this?
So Kessler thought, well, I'm the only one here who could probably take out the beast, but I'm not beast enough, so I'll go back in time and make me more beast.
Why not just go back in time, prevent the creation of the beast, and live happily ever after?
But wasn't it? Did he say the race sphere, like, this was gonna happen anyway, the race sphere just sped shit up?
But when the time comes,
Then fight him again, then don't repeat his past mistake of running away.
Yeah, like, team up, 2 Coles at once.
It's freaking Kessler did not think this through.
Just amass the citizens and give them rocks.
Helped it to death.
If you see the beast. You see, if he was actually yelling that on a street corner, I don't think people would believe him.
that once Kessler and the race.
Oh god, shut up. We don't care anymore. Final boss is dead. The story doesn't matter anymore.
There's no going back.
Let's get on to Infamous 2. That one's fucking fun as shit.
Day I die.
Yeah.
So, actually, because we're in the last 5 minutes, what do you think of Infamous?
I do really like it. Infamous 2 is definitely better, like, just in most every way, but there is stuff I prefer about Infamous 2. I think that I liked how, like, you know, shootery, third-person shootery it could get, you know, with you, like, sort of bottlenecked and making your way through the sort of, like, pre-designed areas, which I felt the sequels didn't have as much of. And But yeah, and there were some powers and whatnot they did in this game that I felt were better. They like took away your health and like you were less tanky in the sequel, which I didn't like as much.
We'll get into it more, but I think the Cole in this game is more powerful. The Cole in Infamous 2 is more versatile.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I will say this is definitely the ugliest looking of the three games. Like, yeah, its graphics aren't as good, obviously, but I do think like just the aesthetics they chose to take were easily the blandest in this game.
It's the most kind of grey and brown. It's New York City, isn't it? In an apocalypse situation.
Wow.
Not just New York City. It's several cities.
Yeah, it's an amalgamation.
That is something like Second Son takes place in Seattle, where are you? Wow.
And that's how his story ended.
Because of me.
Oh, the edge.
City is a wasteland.
My edge tower.
Now with my new lightning powers, I'm going to conquer the universe!
It's just the way he describes it. I've kicked this city down a notch and it's never getting back up. And then next game, by the way, I'm leaving for Numeray. Keep the place a shithole while I'm gone.
It is one of the evil endings where Cole walks up to, like, Alden and then, like, karate chops him as it cuts to black and you hear Alden screaming no with a crunching noise.
This would have been great if he just describes how evil he is, how he's gonna wreck everything, and the final shot is of the power being turned off from outside. Just the grid getting turned off, and you just hear shit.
Well, there is a lightning storm.
True, and he'll probably just start fucking draining civilians until we turn it back on. Oh, well, that's horrifying. No longer a funny joke. Now just awful.
Bad job.
Rip. See, never overthink your jokes.
Not really, though.
Unless you're gonna make some kind of comment on overthinking them afterwards. The Stuart Lee form of comedy, basically.
Now how is Evil Cole going to die pathetically? Will he trip and fall into the
No, he's just
river?
gonna fail because he didn't do any side missions.
After weeks of around-the-clock research, the CDC
You know, they should probably, like, clean these windows.
Yeah, they're really grimy. Where's the water conduit when you need them?
I think there's, like, a Vaseline conduit just attacking all the windows.
Repurpose the garbage men to clean the entire city.
Garbage.
God, I really, really hate these because, for one thing, the noise on these only comes out one fucking side, and no subtitles.
You know, I have to say, I think the idea of something as abstract as a trash conduit was pretty cool. I want to see more stuff like getting back to that sort of really abstract conduit. Trash conduit, I wish they were in a later Infamous game, you know, where they do more creative stuff with the powers, because I want to see some cool trash stuff done.
I know it'd be like a bit of a bit too much of a change, but I hope they do another Infamous game where you actually do get a conduit that can summon trash mobs. Not trash mobs, just mobs, like a conduit who fucking is some. Oh yeah, but I mean like expand on that, make the fucking character weaker and make them dependent on mass.
I still want that fucking glass conduit.
I was really disappointed there was no paper conduit.
You know,
I mean, aside from... I know, but we couldn't fucking play as.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's...
I want that power set. That looks fucking... That could be fun.
Although it does... I mean, I guess there's, like, newspaper stands and just, like, litter, but there wouldn't be too much you could absorb from.
Also, so my general thoughts on the game... I'd actually say this is my second favourite in the series, taking all three. It's probably the most most tricky combat out of all of them.
Yeah.
Hardest game in the series.
I don't know that I'd agree with that. I think Second Son was trickier.
I'd say I had an easier time in Second
Like,
Son.
because you could hide and cover in this and be mostly safe. And in each, like, they really removed that, you know? Like in Infamous 2, there was, personally, I felt like you were less safe behind cover, and Second Son just straight out removed that whole system.
I'd also say I'm kind of glad they depowered Cole in Infamous 2, which we'll get to. But in this game, it's like, he feels more powerful, but I also just called it the hardest. So it's kind of built for the challenge.
I suppose. Nikita, what are your thoughts on the game?
Oh. I thought... Sorry, you guys have been
Apparently
ignoring me.
boredom.
I kind of
Well,
dozed off.
sorry!
We'll try harder in Infamous 2, okay?
It's a good game. It's a good game. I thought it was a really good, first, break into the 7th generation. They certainly used the graphical capabilities in a really fascinating way with all the particle effects, lightning and everything. I thought it was a really interesting concept to use it as to choose the superpower ability to be electricity. I think it opened certainly a lot of doors. I mean, they knew they were going to have a sequel. So I think as a initial attempt, it was very well done. Aesthetics are pretty mucky, and that could have been improved definitely without needing a sequel, but oh well. Morality system was kind of but
When is a morality system not?
Infamous 2 had some really good choices, I think. That was another thing to definitely improve
We'll
there.
talk about this in Infamous 2, but I feel that, the way they set up the morality system, this was designed for you either go supervillain or superhero, and it wasn't designed with any gray in mind. In Infamous 2, they set up these choices that are genuine moral quandaries, but it still uses the binary system of this, and it really held it down. And by Second Son, it just felt like they didn't want to have a moral choice system, but they were kind of stuck with it, because it's such a, icon of the series.
It's really nothing by that point.
Another thing I preferred in this one to the sequel rather, is I actually preferred the experience system in this one, which I felt was straightforward and worked generally for leveling your character, allowed you to grind easily and get the powers you wanted, while still being reasonable to the pacing. So overall, good game.
Yeah, well, and I would definitely put this in my top 5 games on the PlayStation 3, or exclusives on the PlayStation 3. Well, too bad, because I'm recording.
Infamous 1 and 2, fucking great games.
Well, that's the end of the Infamous playthrough then. Rip Infamous, for real though, this time.